Thank you, Christina, for your question. Well, for me, being a president of the UAP Ukraine is being a leader. A leader that facilitates the team, a leader that showed the example, and a leader that worked hard on the prosperities of the organization. I have lots of experience before, but it's nothing with my willing to do something more. And I'm sure that I can do more, even if I will be a president of the UAP Ukraine. Thank you very much.
And Giselle?
Okay, so one personal question to Dima. There was a really wonderful thing in Anya's presentation. She mentioned what she's gonna do when she is not elected. For Dima, the same question: what are you going to do, for example, in UAP Ukraine if you are not elected? And now, the question for both candidates. I really think that both strategies and both how to say, boxes of ideas for UAP presidencies are really good. And
could you please be more precise?
And thank you. And my question is, will you pose? I have a proposition for you. Before the election and after the election, create one short-term and middle-term strategy for UAP Ukraine presidency.
Thank you.
To implement. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. So, if I will be elected as a session president, as a UAP Ukraine president, I will continue to do AP, and we'll try to do it more and more. Probably not as a head organizer of the events, because I've done it a lot before, but as a session chairperson or chair on the international session. I would also continue to be a good mom, as Oma Masha, as everyone calls me, and will help, will help other people to organize their events, not only by sharing my knowledge, but doing something during the organizing process. Thank you.
And also, you didn't comment on the second part.
To the second part. Well, basically, as you mentioned, we have pretty much the same strategies because we are from one team, and I can tell you more. On our first national selection, we were both in one community, and we're good friends. Yeah, so it's not a competition for us. It's more about that we have willing to do more than about things that you told me about many future plans. If I will be elected or Anna, I think both of us will try to do our best to communicate more about the programs that we prepared.
Thank you. And Anna?
Yeah, of course. We'll implement these middle-term and short-term strategies within the big strategy of UAP. Then, as I see it now, I'll ask all board members to prepare their strategies. Then we'll sit all together and try to combine the whole strategy and these little strategies of departments. Thank you.
Thank you. And a question from.
Okay, so my question is, it's quite difficult to invite people from other regions to Kyiv, for stuff like GA. So, as the president of Ukraine, do you have plans of organizing this GA in other regions as a way of encouraging people to join the event? Thank you.
It's actually a good idea. Thank you for it. I never thought about it myself, but now when you proposed, sure, we'll consider it. And I think that what member of HR and what member of regional development will take care of it. Thank you.
Thank you for your questions. It is something that I wasn't able to mention before. As I'm not also originally from Kyiv, I plan to have GAs or war meetings in different regions of Ukraine during the year. So So each city representative could be a head organizer of this event and try to use his or her skills. And also it would be a great chance for each board members or leadership members to see Ukraine and to see how nice this country is. So yes, I'm really in favor of the idea to have GAs, a board meeting, a leadership meeting around the Ukraine. Thank you.
Just imagine that you are offered a job. That's a job of your dream. So Anna, they want you to move to Germany, they pay for your apartment, for everything. And Dima, that's the head partner of some law company in Ukraine, and he wants you to be his right hand. So 3 options. You say yes to the job, you say yes to EYP, or you combine. What are your steps?
Thank you for your question.
The personal?
Come on, that's presidency.
Well, I'm pretty much sure that I will say no. Because if I'm applying for a presidential position, I know that it's hard, and the presidency of EYP Ukraine will take all my free time, and I realize this. That's why I wouldn't agree on any other options, because I still need to finish my job as a EYP Ukraine president, and as soon as I'll finish, I will try to figure out. Thank you very much.
You know the saying, when if you want your work to be done, give it to a busy person. So I would say that I would try to combine, because I think that when a person is effective, the person can combine everything done, and that's why we have this a good structured board of EYP. Of course, I'll be sorry for it, and I'll still be able to communicate with other board members, striving to help me. Thank you.
Okay, and I have a question for myself. Assuming that you have been elected as a president, and in a year's time, after a year has passed, what are the 3 biggest things that you think you're going to achieve? Just 3 things that are realistic.
Yes, it's me first now.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So it's quite a good question was asked. So the first one which came to my part is what the EYP office is what my aim is to achieve it. The second one is to have at least 5 constant partners, so that we are sure for each session is supported and fundraising. We just need to find people who are willing to organize and to have the good organizing of it. And the second one is just the third is to spread the word about EYP as much as possible, so that all people, not all people, it's not probably possible within 1 year, but just to try to explode word about EYP. Thank you.
Thank you, Ilya, for the question. So basically, the third thing that I hope will happen, that we'll have city representatives in all main cities of Ukraine. Second thing, that we'll have enough sponsors of this for all events that we're planning to do. And third thing, that is basically my dream. That will win a competition for organizing one more international session in Ukraine, in Odessa. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We're a little bit short in time.
So now we'll move on to our third